I've got some details for you. I'm very excited about this. You might have seen an earlier video where I made the official announcement of our first ever Extreme Leadership Gathering and Reunion here in San Diego on January 12th and 13th, 2018. So this is going to be a great way to start your year, get your year off to an Extreme Leadership style launch, and I am really completely stoked and excited about this. So I sent out an email blast today. If you're on my email list, you might have seen some of these details, and if you didn't, I want to share them with you. So I have notes. The spontaneous guy that I am, it's still good to have a few notes. So this here's what this event is all about. So if you have been on any of our workshops, if you've been to the Extreme Leadership Workshop, if you've been to the Extreme Leadership Summit, if you've been through our certification, then this is an opportunity for you to reunite, have a reunion with some of your friends that you've met at other Extreme Leadership events. But if you haven't, if you've never been to one of our events, if it's something that you've been wanting to do, or if you have an affinity to my body of work, you love the idea of love in business, you're a fan of the Radical Leap or Greater Than Yourself, or the Radical Edge, any of the stuff that I've written, you've heard me speak, you've just been following my posts, and there's something in there that says, this is cool stuff. First of all, you'd be right. It is cool stuff. But this is your opportunity to come and really get a sense of not only of the content and the ideas that we're working with, but this incredible community of people that gather around these ideas. There's something that happens when you bring diverse perspectives together around a common set of values, particularly really powerful ideas like love, energy, audacity, and proof, making others greater than yourself. You can bring this diversity of perspective together and come up with something entirely new and entirely exciting and stimulating and inspiring. So in that group in January, here's what I will tell you. We'll have a really rare combination, I would say, of business professionals, entrepreneurs, educators, nonprofit people, students, entertainers, consultants, pretty much anybody that you can think of who's passionate about leadership and about stepping up to change their piece of the world for the better. That's what this program is about. That's how I've designed it. So it's going to be 2 days of magic. And I've designed it so regardless of what your background and experience is in leadership, as long as the desire is there, I've designed this for you to get some really incredible ideas. We're going to be hearing from, for example, the number 2 best place to work in the state of Washington, the number 1 best place to work in the city of Jacksonville. We'll be hearing from the president of the fastest growing franchise in the country, $500 million company, who what they all have in common is that they are practitioners of extreme leadership. So you'll be, it's kind of like, I'm a little reluctant to use the phrase masterclass, because that sounds very academic and perhaps a little bit dry, and this will be anything but that. But it will be a master class. It's master level work. So this is it's going to be fun. It's going to be celebration and all that, but it's also going to be very practical and applicable. So you'll walk out of there with very specific ideas to move whatever it is that you're working on, to move that forward, to take a radical leap forward in whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life and your organization. I know that sounds really, like a broad-based umbrella, but that's the kind of principles these are. I mean, they really do have universal application. So you're going to learn how to do it. We're going to help each other do that, and we're going to have an incredible amount of fun. There'll be a lot of music. There'll be a lot of celebration, and on Saturday night, so it's Friday the 12th and Saturday, is that right? Friday, hold on. Yes, Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, and then Saturday night is also a part of the program, but it's a party. It's a party, it's a concert, it's a celebration. We've got some great musical guests. And it also, it just happens to, just for some startling coincidence, happens to correspond with my 60th birthday. So, sorry about that. I don't know where that guy came from. So, in the spirit of any excuse for a party, I guess. So Saturday night's going to be really, really extraordinary. So you're going to want to plan to come into San Diego on the night of the 11th and leave on Sunday the 14th. You don't want to cut out any of this at all. Now, here's the thing. We have, as some of you may have heard before, the idea here is to bring the community together and really generate some tremendous energy and help each other to change the world. We are doing everything we can to keep, this has been part of our design, is to keep the price of admission as low as possible. We don't want the cost of admission to be a barrier for anybody. So here's what we've come up with, and it's pretty great. It's $297 for you and $147 for up to 2 guests. $147 each for up to 2 guests. So that's 2 days and Saturday night. We're going to have lunch together on both days. We're going to feed you. We're going to have snacks. We're going to have a great time. We cut it to the bone. So we're not approaching this as a money-making operation for us. This event, we just really what we want to do is break even on it. And so it's fantastic. And the concern that we had about this, and the reason that I haven't released full details on it earlier, is that we needed to find the right venue that would allow us to keep the cost low enough. And we have, and I'm just absolutely thrilled to say that we are using as our venue the DoubleTree Hotel in the Little Italy neighborhood of downtown San Diego. It's like the perfect location. The staff there is phenomenal. They really want to work with us. They've made it very reasonable for us to be there. And it's 10 minutes from the airport, and it's right in the thick of things. I mean, the Little Italy neighborhood is all, as the name would suggest, it's packed with restaurants and coffee shops, and it's just going to be a great venue. And we'll have time to get out and paint the town a little bit as well. So I would recommend if you want to go, if you want to join us here, and I hope you do, please take advantage of this, but do it soon, because here's the sense of urgency in this. First of all, the DoubleTree is giving us room rates of $149 a night, so it's crazy good. But they have limited availability on that rate, so you're going to want to register for the program and book your room as soon as possible. The other thing that we're limited by is the space, right? Is the size of the room. So my hope is that we'll be able to accommodate everybody that wants to come, but we can't guarantee it. So the sooner you register, the better. So what I'm going to do is I'll put the link, the registration link, somewhere around here on the description of this video or in the comments or whatever. But I would love for you to let me know if you're interested. I'm happy to talk it through with you a little bit. It's just. Have I said already that it's going to be magic, that it's going to be amazing, that it's going to be phenomenal? Let me say it again. It's going to be magic. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm just so thrilled, and there are a lot of surprises in store. I can't tell you what they are because they're surprises. So if this is ringing your bells at all, just go ahead and register. If you'd like to talk to me about it, just shoot me a message, leave a comment. I'm happy to have a conversation with you, and just hit yes in the comments to let me know that you're coming. And it's going to be a phenomenal event. So January 12th and 13th, 2018, get your year started right here in San Diego with me, with my team, with our family, with our friends, with great content, great music, great celebration. Please, please, please don't miss it. Hope to see you in San Diego soon. Sending you all my love. Signing off from San Diego.